So when I was 16 years old, I started at BCB doing a show called BCB Extra, which was like their youth slot, and it was a half an hour slot on a Saturday night, 6:30 p.m, and I just played funk and soul. So over the last few years, I've been focusing on my technical ability, being able to obviously operate the desk, being able to produce a show that's interesting and captivates audiences. But now, because I feel like I'm very, very comfortable with that now, and I'm quite experienced with that after doing it for 3 years, I can finally start being more creative and thinking of show ideas, adding games and more audience participation. So I've got to develop that idea more now that I'm confident with it. I've got no idea. I've got no idea. The music I play isn't heard much elsewhere. It's kind of funk music that's been forgotten, that were in the charts previously, but there might have only been like position 30, and then over the years, over the last 40 years, whatever, it's been forgotten. I bring it back, and people go, oh yeah, I remember that from when I was 10 years old, and I think I'm one of the only local shows certainly that does that. I'm quite active on social media. I've got a Twitter, which is @ScaifeB, but now I've just started the @Brooke Funkhouse for the upcoming new show. I'm on Facebook, I'm on SoundCloud, it's also Brooke Funkhouse, and I'm on Instagram, @ScaifeB. The new show's slightly different because I'm playing funk and soul as I did before, but it's going to be 12-inch versions, which means I'm going to be playing the full 8 minutes of songs instead of just the radio edits that people might normally know. So I knew what the concept of the show was going to be, I knew what songs I wanted to play, I knew what games I wanted to play, but I really struggled with the title of the show. To find a new title for the show, I started off by, I tried to come up with some puns for myself. And as you know, funk puns aren't the most appropriate for radio, so I kind of had to abandon that for a while. Then I asked everyone at BCB for ideas. Everyone had an input. No offence, none of them that good. Then I asked family. My mum thought she came up with the best ideas in the world. They were awful. One of the ideas she came up with was rediscover funk. I mean, it's not catchy, is it? So then I decided to take to Twitter, and I had 4 ideas that I put in a poll, and then people voted for them. I think got about 30 votes, and then I sacked that off and decided not to to take their ideas, and came up with House of Funk. The new show title had to be catchy and it had to be punchy because obviously every show I've got to introduce it, and if I go, "Hi, I'm Brooke Scaife, welcome to Discover Funk," it doesn't sound good. So it had to be punchy. It also had to make sense. People had to read it and know instantly that I was playing funk music. But also it was important for me for it to sound like an event, something that people really want to be a part of. So House of Funk for me just seemed to tick all those boxes.